Good morning, you guys. We are on our way to go grocery shopping to do a full meal prep. Typically, you guys see me start in my kitchen, but I decided, you know what? I never bring you with me to the grocery store. So let's go to the grocery store, get all our things. You can watch me just get overstimulated with all the people in public. I need to get gas, so you guys know me and getting gas. Chickma, there's no food left in there. She will lick her bowl like 3-4 times a day after she's been fed. I'm like, there's nothing left. But yeah, let's go to Costco. I might need to get a few other things. I already got some things yesterday, knowing I was gonna meal prep today just because I was at the store and I was like, you know, if I can save an extra hour tomorrow, I will. So I did just that. So let's just go get the rest of the things we need and then we'll get cooking. It's pouring rain and a girl got a pump gas. I'm telling you right now, you heard it here first. If I could be president, all of us girlies would be sitting nice and warm and now I'm running out of storage as I was telling you guys what my campaign would be all about. Anyways, got my gas, headed into Costco. I have a list, you know me and my list. So we're gonna be in and out and then back at the house in no time. Like, Costco already got Christmas stuff out. Let me celebrate Halloween first. I literally want to get these so bad. I don't even like macaroons like that, but since like we ate so many in Paris, I'm like, should I get them? Like, they're so pretty. Look at them. Okay, we are home. I'm gonna show you a little bit of everything that we got. I didn't need more Vital Proteins collagen peptides, but they were like $7 off. I use it daily, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get this. Protein pasta. Oh, so let me just tell you what we're gonna make. We're gonna be making buffalo chicken in the crock pot, and I'm gonna be adding protein pasta with that. We are then going to be making our famous sweet potato, avocado, and beef dish. And then our egg bakes. I might mix up a few Ninja Creamies for the week. But I have egg whites, chicken sausages, frozen veggies. Needed both of those just because we have not been home for a hot minute. Chops, love these. These don't upset my stomach. Steamed broccoli bag, Greek yogurt. We got eggs, golden kiwis. You know I love these things. 93.7 ground beef. We have a little bit of ground turkey. Lots of chicken breasts. Bananas. A fatty container of sauerkraut. Some bagels. Avocados. Sweet potatoes. Hemp seed for the gut. Reduced fat cheese for the buffalo chicken. Delicious. Carrots. Zucchini, because I've been loving roasting these and eating them. I decided that I'm gonna stop spending like $20 on pre-cut fruit, so I'm gonna be making my own fruit bowls. Yeah, so I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these. That's because they are the Cholula hot sauce chipotle. It tastes literally just like barbecue sauce, but without like 20 grams of added sugar. Look, I thought this was stupid. I really did. And then I tried it and I was like, you know what? This is a literal hack. I will probably use a third of a bottle every time I eat, so I blow through these so quickly. Yeah, we got bone broth. We got a little bit of everything. We have some rice cakes over there. We got some golden kiwis. I already showed, did I already show you the golden kiwis? Yeah, you guys know that. So we are gonna get cooking. I've already preheated the oven to 425 because you know how obnoxious she is. She's loud and she's annoying. But I think I'm gonna start with the crock pot and then we're gonna move right into starting some rice and then cutting our vegetables. Y'all know me. I don't have rhyme or reason as to why, but wash your rice, okay? I do it every single time. You guys see how dusty that water is? I'm saying it'll turn out 10 times better, and it's also just like you're eating that much less like dust and dirt. So wash your rice. Like I know y'all see that dust. Next, we are going to move into sweet potatoes, but essentially what I just did was started the crock pot. This is what I did. 1.5 pounds of chicken. You can do more, you can do less. I just did 1.5 pounds, put it in there. I then did 1 cup of Frank's Red Hot. You can use any type of buffalo sauce that you want. I just did Frank's. I read online someone like added some sriracha. That sounds fire, but I didn't want to experiment right now. And then I did, it says a packet of ranch seasoning. You saw me just toss that in there, and then I covered it and I'm gonna let it sit on high for 3 hours, and then I will tell you, as that's cooking, what the next steps are. Got the rice going. I'm making 3 cups of white rice. That takes the longest. Now onto the sweet potatoes, and you know the drill. We're gonna wash them all because these boys are nasty. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So when you're cutting stuff and like your board won't stop slipping and sliding, a trick that I think my mom taught me was that you literally just get a lightly damp paper towel and then you set this on it and like obviously if I hit it, if I like push it hard, but like it's like, yeah, you see? Yeah. You're not gonna cut off your finger now because there's no slipping and sliding. You guys know me, I always start by cutting off the weird ends and the little hairy things. Hold on a darn second here. Is this a sweet potato? Did I get scammed? Ah! That was close. Jesus Christ. Gosh, I almost freaking lost a finger. Okay, you guys. Here we go with like potato time with Riss, because you guys know I always chit chat when I'm cutting my sweet potatoes. So I know I'm gonna be doing Vlogmas this year, and usually I do like 12 days. I don't know if this is crazy, insane, absolutely. This will be the final boss crash out of 2025, but I'm gonna try and do 25 days of Vlogmas. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if Vlogmas means that I have to real time. The first I vlog and then I post on the first, and then the second I vlog. You know what I'm saying? Does it have to be the same day? Or, if I get a little bit ahead of the game and I start vlogging maybe on November 29th. I don't know, maybe I go to a pumpkin patch. I don't freaking know what I would do on the 29th. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the rules and regulations are, but regardless, I'm gonna figure it out and I'm going to bring you guys a Vlogmas. So tell me what you guys wanna see. Something I always do is like fun. Like I feel like TikTok always has the most random viral holiday apps to bring to your Christmas party or holiday party, whatever. Tell me what you want to see. Like I always do. Don't do that at home. I always do workouts. Like you guys know I'm gonna do a workout. I always do full day eatings here and there. Like, I was thinking, what if I did like something crazy extreme? This is not a sweet potato, okay? I think someone threw in a wrong potato in my pile. But anyways, so just tell me what you wanna see. It can be unrealistic as frick, and it can be extremely realistic, because I feel like I like to share the realistic, real things that happen in life, not the things that are unattainable for a large majority of us. Tomorrow, I decided to wake up and fly to Japan. That's not realistic. Would I do that? Probably not, because I'm a homebody. You okay, Ma? Oh, and she's about to throw up because she said, how can I make this about me? But you know what I'm saying. Do you guys like seeing, I don't want to say unrealistic things that like, if you work a 9 to 5, the general public wouldn't be able to be like, I'm going to Japan tomorrow. Booked a flight at 7 p.m., flying out at 7 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying that, but I don't know if I would really want to do that. What do you want to see more of? Styling? Food. You guys know I'm all about the food, so I'm gonna do food regardless. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So give me all the suggestions you have, because I know part of me likes watching like unrealistic things, but then also I also really love watching people online who live relatively normal. Like you guys know me. I'm a normal, boring gal. So just tell me what you want to see. I'll try to make it happen. Should we call it Vlogmas or should we call it Crashmas? Okay, anyways. All right, you guys, cutting up these potatoes, and then after the potatoes, I think the next longest thing is gonna be the egg bake. So we'll prep our egg bake and then we'll start in on the, wait, what else am I? Egg bake, sweet, oh, and then we have the pasta. Okay. If you're new here, I have a new sweet potato technique. I used to put the oil directly in the bowl, and like the potatoes, like always have been good, but like the way I do it now, they just get so freaking crispy. You want to have a single layer to really get a good crisp on there. And then we're gonna take an avocado spray. I use Chosen Foods 100% avocado oil spray. Couldn't tell you, but give a nice coat there. Not too much. You don't want it to be like dripping, pooling in the bottom, you know? You just want a nice light coat. I hope you guys can see what I'm saying. So do that. All right, that's the first batch. And then I have the oven set to 425 degrees and I'm gonna leave these in for about 30 minutes. Like I like them crisp. So I would start with 25 minutes and just be checking in increments of like 5 or just depending on how you like it. And then I usually switch the top and the bottom halfway through just because for some reason my oven, the different layers cook at different speeds. We're gonna spray, not too much though, but like just enough for a light coat. Season. I usually do other seasonings like garlic, everything bagel seasoning, whatever, but little gut situation, I'm just staying far away from garlic and onion. I did put a little bit of onion in there just because onion doesn't affect me as bad as garlic, but like I didn't do too much, okay? So now we're gonna stick these in the oven. Girl is the freaking drama. Like that's what happens when she gets no attention, okay? She acts like she gets literally no love. That is so dramatic. That's what I look at while I'm cooking. The entire time I'm cooking, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, we're moving on to our egg bake. I just used frozen chicken sausage. So yeah, it's cooked but not thawed. So I'm just gonna quickly thaw this in the microwave. And then we also have our frozen Pura Vida. Oh, I guess is it Pura Vida or Primavera? Pura Vida vegetables. I freaking love these things. I haven't gotten a new bag in a hot minute, but like she's fresh. Love her. We're gonna be using these, our sausages, egg whites, eggs, no cottage cheese because I don't know if dairy is like a heavy issue, but we're just gonna lay off the cottage cheese. And then what else? Oh, if you want, you can add cheese on top. I might add a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, but not too much. I think the cottage cheese, like it's a lot of cottage cheese, but since I'm just gonna be sprinkling cheese on the top, I'm not too worried this time. But yeah, I will give you exact numbers of everything in a minute, but the top oven is set to 425 degrees as well. And I will leave them in for about 25-30 minutes, but also I would watch them. Because typically, I don't think it's supposed to be 425 degrees, but since the sweet potatoes are at that, I just set both of them to that because I'm gonna roast more veggies afterward. I just want the oven up to heat. So yeah, okay, let's get into it. We are going to do 1 egg per dish. We're gonna do a half cup of egg whites. If you want to do your own cottage cheese, do a half cup of that, and then you can, it says in the recipe, do a 1/4 cup of cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle on top, and then a 1/4 cup of the vegetables. Again, you can add as many as you want and then season with your seasoning. One thing to note, we are going to be spraying our pans. Do not forget to spray it because I've lost half of an egg bake to the bottom of my pan before, and it's devastating when you're hangry at 7 a.m. and you just want to chow, but your egg bake is stuck to the pan. So I have my sausages. I'm gonna do 3 chicken sausage in each container. I'm just gonna cut them up, and yeah. Make sure to get really up on the sides. We don't want it sticking anywhere. You guys know me and my banana bread. Now I'm gonna go in with the half cup of egg whites. Next, I'm gonna be doing my chickens. What are the chances I lose count? Probably very high, but we're gonna do 3 chickens per dish. I wish you guys could see chicken begging right now. Is that 3? It doesn't matter. Was this 2 or 3? Oh my God. How do I, oh my God. Wait, I have 4 sausages left, but 2 dishes. What? No way did I mess it up that, hold on, no way. Either I didn't do enough or how 3, 3, 2, 2. I need to, hold on, I'm gonna get more. I don't know what I did, but I'm gonna just cook up 3 more sausages. I think I just miscounted the first time. Let's just hope that's what happened because no way did I mess it up that bad. I just put the extra sausages in there. Maybe some of these have 4. You know what? A little extra protein has never hurt. We are going to now do a 1/4 cup of vegetables in each dish. Going to just sprinkle a little bit of reduced fat Colby Jack cheese. I don't know what Colby Jack means. Is that half cheddar, half mozzarella? I don't freaking know, but I just found out that the spicy cheese is literally, I think mozzarella with literally peppers in it. It's crazy that it's just like one added ingredient. It's a completely different name. But anyways, I'm just gonna sprinkle some in. You can do a 1/4 cup, whatever your heart desires. And then we are just going to scramble up the egg a little bit. Very last step is just the seasonings of your choice. I'm gonna be boring and just do salt and pepper. Now let me just grab a little baking dish sheet and we're sticking it in the oven and on to the next meal. So I'm fearful that these are not all going to fit on one. This is what seems to happen every single time. Okay, hold on. Look, the rice is already ready? Look, things are moving so quickly right now. Like, we love that. I feel like usually the rice takes freaking forever, which is why I always do it very first. You guys know me in this. You know what? I don't know why I always complain about the baking dishes. These things are, I want to say I got this one at a freaking garage sale when I moved into my first apartment. Like my mom and I went garage sailing to get like knife, kitchen stuff. And I want to say that she literally got that for me at a garage sale. And then I think I got this black one from IKEA like 4 years ago. But yeah, I need to just get 2 new ones. I'm acting like they're $150. They're literally like $9.99 at Target. But let's go stick these in the oven. Next, we're gonna move into the ground beef. I buy 93.7%. Does it really matter? I don't know, but as long as it's like either 90-10, 85-15, 95-5, if you wanna get crazy with it, I just choose a slightly higher leanness option. So let's cook this up. Couldn't tell you why you put salt in your pasta or like your pasta water, but I've seen it online and I feel like my mom's done it for 7 million zillion years. So I'm in there shaking my salt. We're gonna wait for the water to boil and then we're gonna put in the protein pasta. Like I said, I'm gonna stop buying those expensive containers of fruit and I'm just gonna make my own. So I'm going to wash the fruit first, we're gonna cut it up and then we're just gonna put it in a big bowl so I can just pick at it throughout the week. I just pulled out the sweet potatoes and the egg bakes. The egg bakes look so freaking good. Let me show you. Like, they are literally perfection. And then the sweet potatoes are ready. I'm just gonna cut up my strawberries because if I don't cut them now, I also will literally never eat them. Like, they will just literally go bad because I don't know. So, going to cut all the strawberries and then mix all the berries together. Strawberries are done. These look so good. I want to pour sugar all over them. Time to put the berries in. All right, I'm just going to roast some vegetables, carrots and zucchini. 1, because they're known to just be a little bit friendlier to the gut. And 2, I'm not gonna put them like in an actual dish. They're just gonna be in the fridge ready for me to eat on the go if I wanna add them to anything. If I wanna eat them on the side, if I wanna pick at them. I just like to have like a little bit of extra fruit and veg in the fridge to do so throughout the week. The most annoying thing about cooking vegetables is the fact that I will have so many, it feels like I'm cooking a zillion of them. And then once they're actually cooked, it comes out to like half of a serving. Like, I have a whole nother small bag of carrots and I just feel like it's gonna feel like a ton. And then I'm gonna get cooking them and it's gonna last me like 2 days. One thing I also learned about peeling, you don't have to apply a ton of pressure. Like, I used to apply so much pressure and it just used to never peel right. And then someone was like, you're applying a lot of pressure. And I was like, oh, you know what? It's so much easier to peel now. Get all of this off the board. The fact that I still have to peel more carrots. We have this whole other bag. I don't even know if you're supposed to cut off carrot ends, but they're just gross. I'm gonna cut them off. Look, after all is said and done, there's like half a serving of carrots right there. So how I like to cut my carrots is literally in half and then cut those long ways in half. It's kind of dangerous, so don't cut yourself. It's such a tedious, like, dangerous task, I feel like. Is there a better way to cut carrots? Or is this my only option? I don't like the little circular ones. Like I do, but I don't. These are more fun to eat. All right, I'm gonna do that all again with the second bag of carrots. I'm not gonna make you watch, okay? As always, just laying them nice and flat so they cook evenly and get nice and crispy. 2 bags of carrots, and this is what I have. All right, the usual technique. We got our avocado oil spray, salt and pepper. Right now we prep the zucchini. Why must you roll off? Now my fingers orange from the carrots. Yes, I have 5 zucchini. My, what's the word, reasoning here is, like I said before, this will shrink so much, and I'm like, if I have like 100 grams of zucchini in a certain serving, it's gonna be gone in 3 days, and like, you know? One annoying thing about zucchini is that they're so round, they take up so much space on the cooking sheet, the baking sheet, but it's like 3 are cooking at a time. Okay, this one's cutting seamlessly. Is it giving cooking drama? Well, cutting board is getting slippery. It's kind of scaring me. All right, as always, get these nice and flat. And then our usual technique with the avocado oil spray. Now let's put these in the oven. So I just put those batches in the oven. They're still at 425 degrees. I'm gonna check back in about 15 minutes and then flip top and bottom shelf and then go from there. Like, I like my vegetables crispy. I should really time it one of these days, but for me, I usually set like a 20-minute timer and I check on them. Like, because I just, you know, I don't set it and forget it for too long, but I do want them crispy. Not me having the world's biggest brain fart, I made a bunch of rice thinking that was gonna be our carb in the chicken crock pot dish, but pasta's our carb. Regardless, it's fine because, like, for example, tonight I'll probably, since I've ran out of meal preps from last week, I'll probably just have, you know, a cup of rice, a handful of those veggies, some ground beef and or chicken, and like there's a little dinner in itself. But like, what's going on? So anyways, rice is done though. I'm gonna box her up, and then we are gonna box up our egg bakes. So that's on me for making a gigantic thing of rice. But yeah, we're just gonna box her up and eat her throughout the next 3 to 4 days. If you accidentally make too much rice, you can 100% freeze your rice so you don't waste it. If you're like me, I hate food waste. So if at any point you feel like you're not gonna eat enough meals or meals are gonna go to waste, literally just freeze them. Freeze them and come back to them. So if you wanna, you know, meal prep, I only meal prepped, I think 4 and 5 days or 3 and 4 days. I can't remember off the top of my head. Why can't I remember? But if you wanna do a full like 6 to 10 meals or something crazy, cause like next week, you know, you're gonna wanna have buffalo chicken pasta, literally just have 3 to 4 in the fridge at all times, stick the other ones in the freezer, and then go and grab them. Oh, phew, I was nervous I was not gonna have a container big enough. Why a girl makes so much rice for no reason. I do love rice, but I was tweaking this morning. I don't know why. Okay, next we are going to, we got about 27 more minutes on the pasta or the chicken, buffalo chicken, and then I think right now we're just going to plate and dish up the sweet potato dish. This is why I don't mess with avocados. They're all over my fingers. Capping these, and then we have literally 13 seconds left on the crock pot. Like, this has been timed out so perfectly. Brother, that took, honestly, not that bad. It took like 4 hours and I was double filming, so that's a win for me. I still am waiting on a couple of the veggies to get out the oven, so I'll show you that really quick. But like the chicken crock pot's done, the avocado, sweet potato, beef dish is done, the egg bakes are done, the fruit is cut. Like the kitchen, I've been cleaning as I go. I know I get a lot of questions on like how the heck do you keep it so clean? Literally like putting stuff in the wash as I go. I always start meal prep with a fully like empty dishwasher so I can just like fill it as I go, and then the bigger ticket items that I don't really like to put in the wash, I just nicely organize in the sink. But just waiting on the last few veggies and then we are done for the night. Just put away the vegetables. Chicken's been fed. She's been harassing me for the last 20 minutes. Kitchen's been entirely cleaned. It's 5:38. It's time to freaking make dinner, relax, and just try to get things, the rest of my life, organized for the rest of the week. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see any like new recipes or have any suggestions, or you want me to try something new, or I don't know, please just tell me what you want to see and I will do it, okay? And also think about Crashmas. Tell me what you want to see there. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I love you again, and I will talk to you next time.